yesterday in an op-ed piece for the New York Times. I love how the light just messed up. An elector by the name of Christopher Sapern, or Sapron, I've never heard this last name before, announced that he will not be voting for Trump in the upcoming December 19th meeting of the electors, who are supposed to, vote in the way of the actual, winner of the election. So they're not bound to do so, but it's tradition to do so. He stated his reasons as being that he feels Trump encourages hate and gives way to violence and just is a very divisive figure. Obviously, you know that is a common critique of his, which I mean, I've already gone on that in the 50 other videos, so it doesn't even matter for me to explain my position on that. But I think it's really interesting that he would wait this late to actually announce it. I don't understand why it's almost been a month since the election. It is currently December 6th. And again, this election was November 8th, almost a month ago. And you just now announce, you don't want this person. You don't want this man. Why would you wait until this late in the game to show opposition and be so opposed and so against a guy of this nature? I think it's because he knows that it's a very unlikely scenario where he actually, makes a difference, or where any of them actually make a difference. These conservatives he's talking about, in their vote. So he just says, all right, well, I might as well just throw this out here and have it on record that I was against Trump and I'm going to be remembered as a historical figure that made the difference, or, predicted that this guy would just be awful. Other than that, I can't figure out any other reason for it. Interesting to note, he suggested electors wait for a Republican alternative, and named Kasich, who, if I remember correctly, really wanted Trump to lose so he could run again in 4 years, and it didn't go his way. So I'm not sure how that would turn out, especially when, really the only person they can kind of make the case for, and it really should be Cruz, if we go off of who people wanted and who most conservatives were for. Obviously, the establishment wanted Rubio. I'm just saying you can't skip over the two people that beat Kasich in the primary. But you also can't skip over the person that beat all of them in the primary, who is Trump, who won. He won the election, and you can't deprive him of something that he obtained in a manner that was legitimate. Um, Now, I think there is a case to be made that, they should recount, or they should, get that out of the way. I think it's a waste of time. But if they're going to have, what I don't understand is if they're having this recount, and some of you are thoroughly convinced, oh, if we just recount the votes, Clinton will come back and have won, or can come back and have won. Why are we having the electors do this thing where they just fight each other and refuse to elect somebody? And especially, why are we having one or two come out? You need much more than that, and you're not getting it. So, again, I'm saying this not as a Trump supporter, but as someone who knows how this stuff works. I think he's wasted his time writing that paper. I appreciate him trying to tell me why he doesn't like him, but it's all the same thing over and over again. And it would have been no different if you wrote that, or if a journalist did, on why he didn't like Trump in an interview. It made no difference. But thank you for watching, and have a good day.